to be then? Just you.
So first question's on lady association at top 8. Then it's Champions League football keeping his job. Then it's a question to Dara. Then it's about their fixture list to come.
Okay,
Then
so
it's
just
to Dara, and then they'll probably just thank us, and that'll be that.
So I'll just give you a selection then. It's not a.
Yeah.
It's not individuals.
No. Just
really.
obviously just make sure that obviously first take it stay on there as much as you can.
Yeah.
Frank, as much as you can, especially with the bet. Have you got your ears?
Yeah. I can't hear. Sorry, I can't hear program. I've only got you.
Okay, fine.
But
you're going to ask me about the second question. Second question. Yeah.
Anyone?
Hey Josh, you right, mate? Seeing all the pictures? 2.5 minutes. Yeah, they're all coming out now. Yeah, I'm starting to. A few more coming out, a few in the gym, but they are slowly coming out. Yeah, well, if you see the picture, or just see the pictures now, they're all coming out now. Frank's already come out. Yeah, mate. Yeah, they're all charging out now. I don't think they'll want us here too long. So.
Jane.
90 seconds, okay.
90 seconds. Anyone in this group that you really you're going to pick out? No. Oh, okay. Sorry? Little snood on his little lip. Oh yeah.
Yeah, good morning to you, Tom. I am actually here. I'm stood behind our cameraman who's just focusing on the players and the coaching staff who have just walked out for their warm-up before their flight over to Frankfurt this afternoon. So permutations are quite simple for Tottenham. If they are to win that game, they will be automatically through to the last 16, thus avoiding a playoff place. Now, with results going certain ways, a draw could well be enough, but they would be relying on quite a few other results from some of the bigger teams, certainly in the Champions League, to drop points themselves. But their focus, Tom, tomorrow will just be getting 3 points against the Frankfurt side who sit 33rd in the Champions League table, have no chance of qualifying through to the last 16. They've had a really difficult season. Their manager's been sacked recently. They're due to announce a replacement, perhaps after the game tomorrow night against Tottenham Hotspur. So for Thomas Frank, the focus is simple: 3 points in Frankfurt, and they'll be riding through to the last 16 of the Champions League. Look, it's interesting, Tom, isn't it? Because it all feels very similar in certain aspects to last season under Ange Postecoglou, and the fact that their European form is going so well, but their league form is not. And you have to say they've done everything right in the Champions League this season, and that's certainly something that Thomas Frank is focusing on. The league form hasn't been good, 14th in the league table, 2 wins in the last 14. Their home form has continued to be quite dire. That goes back to last season, just 4 wins in the last 25 in the Premier League. But in the Champions League, they've been great at home and they've been picking their points up. You have to say that's definitely affected Thomas Frank and helped Thomas Frank in terms of the pressure that's on him. But we know with the Spurs hierarchy, they want to give him time, they want to make changes, they want to have this project that they're working on to rebuild, to make better, and to give the manager time, because they need results to turn around if they are to achieve that. So just quickly, some of the players we were watching behind me with Open Gym, we can't film that one.
I think that's his squad number. 19.
Do see how lenient he is out there. He's missed the last few, so not quite seeing Christian Romero as yet. I think there's a few other first-team players missing right now. My eagle eyes are trying to find them for you, Tom. Mickey van de Ven, can't really see him at the moment either. So there's a few players not out there. That doesn't mean they won't travel to Frankfurt. Just means they won't be doing their own session indoors. Yeah, it's a good question, that, Darren. Actually, I've been covering Thomas Frank a lot from his time at Brentford, and also quite a few times this seemed happy-go-lucky chap that he built that reputation on at Brentford. I think if you asked every single journalist who covered multiple Premier League sides, certainly last season, the one person you enjoyed talking to more than any was always Thomas Frank. He was so open, so friendly, and we haven't seen that at Tottenham. It's felt like since he started, the pressure was clearly there. It is a step up, we know that, he will know that too, but at times he's looked tired, he's looked worn out. He himself has said it's been affecting him. He's feeling the heat. He knows what's going on. He knows he needs to turn it around. He's been a little bit, I would say, coy at times. I would say he keeps his cards closer to his chest than he ever did at Brentford. If I go back there to when Brennan Johnson was sold, it was very obvious that the deal, we knew the deal was agreed between Crystal Palace and Tottenham at the time, and he still wouldn't be drawn on it. He still would say that Brennan Johnson's in his plans and in his squad, and then a day later he was sold. So it's those sort of moments that just shows a different side to Thomas Frank. But I would say, Darren, with Thomas Frank, he's a fighter and he believes in his own ability, and he'll believe he'll be able to find a way of turning this around. Yeah, it's not ideal, I must admit. If you're looking to pick up points and you've won just twice in the last 14 in the Premier League, and you look at February, go, right, there must be some breathing space in February. Well, that starts Super Sunday at home to Manchester City. It then moves on to Manchester United, and then Newcastle United and Arsenal. Now, for most teams, John, 3 home fixtures out of 4, they'd be quite happy with that. But because of how bad Tottenham's form's been at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, I don't think they'll prefer that. I think the fans, I think the players, I think everybody surrounding Tottenham would prefer those games to be away from home, because that's where they've had their success in the league this season. But it doesn't get tougher than that, and you do fear, look, there's been so much noise surrounding Thomas Frank's future, particularly after the defeat to West Ham, a week and a half half ago now, and obviously backed up. They got the victory against Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League, but then could only pick up a point through Christian Romero's last-minute equaliser against relegation battling Burnley. If those games in February don't go well, first of all, you fear for Thomas Frank's future. Secondly, you fear where that's going to drag Tottenham in terms of the relegation battle too.
Intensity there, work your shuffle. Let's go. Shift. Good, rest. Work your feet forwards, back. Intensity, shift. Breathe. Same again. Quick. Hold it back. Yep. Hold it back. Good, last couple. Work your hop there, work your back. Work your hop. Do it first, and then we're back. Let's just go.
Yeah, got you, Tom. Sorry. Look, just to quickly on one thing, we have spotted Christian Romero. He is out there now, so fear not, Tottenham fans. Your captain is around, is available. Look, the plan is at the moment, as soon as the time's up, we'll be asked to step away. They'll probably ramp up their preparation now for Frankfurt before flying across. We'll be hearing from Thomas Frank in his pre-match press conference. While he's in Frankfurt, we have our reporter Jamie Weir heading out there for us, and then it'll be all guns blazing ready for tomorrow night. And this is where I guess Tottenham Champions League gets quite excited, doesn't it? This new league phase where everybody kicks off the same time, and the permutations will be confirmed, who makes it through automatically to the last 16 and who has to go through the dreaded playoffs. But for Thomas Frank and Tottenham, they'll be hoping a win in Frankfurt will send them automatically into the last 16 of the Champions League, which will be some achievement for his side. Brilliant, thanks mate.
watch it.
Do you know what, mate? How nice is it not being on Carrington? I need to be on radio.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely Arsenal now, huh?
Lovely. Thank you. Greatly appreciate it.
Get in the wall.